The only thing that got changed was I introduced beer, which I don't want to say. Brian. I'm fucked. I really is Brian. It could be Brian. I'm so scared.
Here's a third one.
Okay. We're only talking twice in this thing, right?
I think we're good.
Don't you have it on your phone?
Yeah, I have my phone on me. Here.
So after he gives his remarks, that's you.
Then I give him.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And Matt, what a gift is, it's a copy of the first 100 years of EMI by Cooper. The museum donated it for our class.
First edition?
It's first edition.
First edition is 100 years.
Yeah, and if you actually,
Let's not do that. It looks.
It's just.
but the first one has like a nice little plaque in it that the museum put in there for us. So it's really fun. But just say, yeah.
Here you go, Briar.
Okay.
Thank you for the advice so
Into
much.
the green room, the channel is waiting.
3 minutes until we're
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Class of 2027's Ring Presentation Ceremony. I am Cadet Andrew Rucco, and this is Cadet Bailey Pellegrini. We are from the Class of 2028, and we will be the Masters of Ceremony for today's ring presentation, giving you some background information on VMI and ring figure. Please turn off all cell phones at this time. The Virginia Military Institute is a place of tradition, honor, integrity, duty, and selfless service. It is our belief in these values, as well as the tradition of ring figure, that sets us apart from any other student in any other college in the world.
The presentation of the VMI class ring and the formal dance known as ring figure represents an important milestone in the life of the VMI cadet, second only to graduation in importance. Although VMI opened in 1839, and the first cadets graduated in 1842, the earliest cadets did not receive VMI rings. The first ring was designed by members of the class of 1848 and was presented to the graduates during their final celebrations. Cadets paid $5 for the ring, a large sum of money in the mid-19th century. The original ring was simple in design. The words mitzvah was cut into the top bezel stone in Old English script. Mitzvah is typically translated from Hebrew as watchtower, as an emotional bond between people, which is seen from Genesis 31:49. The God watches between me and thee when we are absent one from another. The term signifies brotherhood, the enduring connection among the 24 graduates of that year. Throughout the late 19th century, the practice of having a class ring was observed by some classes and ignored by others. If a class chose to have a ring, it was presented just prior to graduation in an informal setting. Cadets gathered in a brotherhood's room and all put on their rings simultaneously. The custom of receiving class rings became firmly established beginning with the class of 1908, which also established the tradition of rings being distributed during the second class or junior year. The class of 1928 started the present ring figure tradition at the Thanksgiving dance in 1926. This first ring figure was held in the old gym in Jackson Memorial Hall, where the VMI Museum is currently housed. Cadets escorted their dates to the red, white, and yellow decorated gym, where the class formed the numeral 28 on the dance floor before their dates slipped the rings on the cadets' fingers. Closing with an old yell for the class of 1928, the tradition of ring figure was born. With each successive year, new traditions have been incorporated into the event. The class of 1929 added their own twist by having the cadets receive their ring from their date beneath a rose-covered arch. In 1930, the event was moved to the new gym in Cock Hall. In 1932, the dance was held as a formal military ball, with Cock Hall richly decorated in black and white. In 1933, the dates of the class of 1935 added the tradition of wearing a white gown to the ball. The class of 1962 was the first to commemorate key events of their shared experience by establishing the class side of the ring in 1960. In 1961, Lieutenant General George R.E. Schell, VMI class of 1931, and the Institute's 9th superintendent initiated a change that continues today, that of presenting the ring to each cadet in the class. The class of 1966 designed a grand replica of their ring for cadets and dates to walk through before going to the rose-covered arches to receive their rings. Over the last few decades, ring figure as an event and the rings themselves have become increasingly larger and more elaborate in design, in marked contrast to the much plainer examples from the 1800s. Today, it is time for the class of 2027 to join in this tradition. Please stand for the procession of the class of 2027 and the stage party. Remain standing for the national anthem.
Class of 2027, right face. Class of 2027, left face. Please take your seats. Lieutenant General Furness, Major General Breyer, distinguished guests, families and friends, we welcome you to the class of 2027's Ring Figure presentation. My name is Mohammed Zanganeh, Chairman of the Ring Figure Committee. Joining me on stage are Lieutenant General David Furness, VMI class of 1987, and the 16th Superintendent of VMI. Major General Paul W. Breyer, VMI class of 1981, and class of 2027's officers. Matthew Assad, the class president, Pearson Reed, the class vice president, Caleb Chandler, the class historian, and Ishan Shah, the class treasurer. I want to begin by thanking the entire Ring Figure Committee for the countless hours, efforts, and dedication that made this whole week possible. Your commitment is the reason we are standing here tonight and celebrating this momentous occasion. I would also like to personally thank Sergeant Major Rubenstein for all of the guidance throughout the past year leading up to this night. It has been an incredibly busy few months, and your dedication to every cadet in this institute does not go unnoticed. You truly changed lives here, mine included. Thank you for everything you do each day to keep the traditions and honor of VMI alive. Class of 2027. There are many days in life that fade with the season, but today is different. Today isn't simply about receiving a ring. It is a moment when we inherit the legacy we have stepped into. A legacy earned through challenge, discipline, and the moments of doubt when we asked ourselves if we had what it takes. When we first arrived at VMI, we didn't really know what we were going into. We didn't know how hard the days would be or how quickly this place would test us. But inch by day, day after day, it changed us. Every hardship, failure, and victory pressed against who we were and demanded something stronger, steadier, and more honest. We learned that strength is built in silence, not applause. That courage shows itself through action long before words. That brotherhood isn't declared. It is proven in the moments when we had every right to quit, but didn't. Every long night, every early morning, every setback, and every small victory shaped us not into just cadets, but into a class, into a group bounded by shared struggle and a shared purpose. Years from now, whether we find ourselves in the noise of a city street, in graduate school, or even in the far corners of the world pursuing our goals and aspirations, this ring will always pull us back together as a class. It always will remind us of where we came from and who we chose to become. To our families, this achievement is yours as much as it is ours. Long before we carried rifles or books, you carried us. You carried the weight we couldn't see, encouraged us when we doubted ourselves, and believed in us when we needed it the most. And tonight, every quiet word of encouragement and every sacrifice is etched into these rings. To my brotherettes, this ring does not mark the end of our journey, it marks the beginning of a new responsibility. Before we know it, we'll be walking across the stage to receive our diplomas, and the world we are entering into will test us different from this institute, but no less demanding. It will expect character, consistency, humility, and foremost honor. And when those moments come, Let this ring remind us of what we have already endured and what we are capable of doing. Just as this ring was forged from fragments of gold pressed together by fire into something unyielding, so are we. Out of our trials, our doubts, and our struggles, something greater has been forged, and it will only continue to be. Tonight is a celebration of how far we've come, but the true measure of this moment is what we do with it. So as we place these rings upon our hands, let it be a promise that no matter where life takes us, we will carry this institute's ideals and make them visible in the world. This is our night, but the greatest victories still lie ahead. Congratulations, and have a safe and fun celebration. Raw 27. It is now my honor to welcome the 16th Superintendent of Virginia Military Institute, Lieutenant General David Furness, class of 1987, to the podium.
The VMI class of 2027, members of the Corps Cadets, families, friends, and Major General Breyer, good afternoon and welcome to this very special day, VMI's ring figure celebration. Class of 2027 today is one of the most momentous days in your cadetship, a day you will always remember for this day forward. I'm honored to be here to share this time with you this afternoon. 40 years ago, I can remember being in your shoes and being overwhelmed by the accomplishment and the anticipation of getting that ring on my finger, meeting my ring figure date, sitting right over there, my wife of 38 years. She's wearing her little miniature ring today for probably the first time since 40 years ago. Sharing this special weekend with your brother rats. The VMI class ring is a unique symbol among our nation's service academies and senior military colleges. For no two class rings are alike, which makes us different from every other institution. Symbolism is important. It helps connect us to the values and ideals we cherish and reminds us of them long after our journey at VMI has ended. All VMI rings have an institute side that symbolizes the sacred ideals of VMI that we cherish and endeavor to instill in all of our graduates. Honor above self, selfless service, and a willingness to sacrifice for our nation. It also has a class side that symbolizes your unique journey through the Institute. The acceptance of this ring brings a new journey of greater responsibility and pretends a life of selfless service ahead. Like your choice of attending VMI, service and sacrifice are truly the path less traveled, and this path is one full of purpose and rewarding life experiences. Congratulations on attaining this milestone in your cadetship. I hope you have a wonderful and fruitful ring figure weekend. We are truly, my wife and I, honored to share this special day with you. I would now invite Cadet Zangdea to introduce our very special guest, Major General Paul Breyer.
Thank you, Lieutenant General Furness, for your inspirational word to our class. It is now my honor to introduce our guest speaker for today's ring presentation, Major General Paul W. Breyer, a leader whose 36 years in uniform spanned 4 major conflicts and commands from the tactical level all the way to the strategic, joint, and NATO operations. He began right here at VMI as an NROTC scholarship cadet, graduating with a degree in civil engineering. Over his career, he commanded Marine units, including 3rd Battalion, 14th Marines, the 6th Civil Affairs Group in Iraq, the Marine Forces Central Command Coordinations elements in Afghanistan, U.S. Marine Forces Europe, U.S. Marine Forces Africa, and ultimately the 4th Marine Division, leading organizations up to 18,000 Marines and sailors. Over those 36 years, his leadership was recognized with some of the nation's highest honors, including the Navy Distinguished Silver Medal, the Defense Superior Service Medal, and the Bronze Star of Valor. As a general officer, he served as deputy commander of the Joint Force Marine Component during Joint Task Force Odyssey Dawn in Libya, commanding civil outreach and advising efforts in Afghanistan as deputy commander and director of the advisor and assistant director for NATO Result Support Mission, and shaped the Marine Corps strategy and at the Pentagon as assistant deputy commander for plans, policies, and operations. Today, he continues serving this nation as a registered professional engineer and assistant circuit executive for the U.S. Courts of the Fourth Circuit, where he leads facilities and infrastructure for the federal judiciary across 5 states. He also mentors the next generation as a coach and sailing instructor in the Command and Salesmanship Training Squadron at the U.S. Naval Academy. On behalf of the Corps and the class of 2027, we thank him for being with us today, not only to speak, but also stand as an example of what leading a life of service and purpose truly looks like. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Major General Paul W. Breyer to the podium.
Ernest Hemingway's protagonist in his 1950 novel, Across the River and Into the Trees, was a World War I and World War II battle-worn U.S. Army infantry colonel. He was in Italy and suffering from a heart condition that he knew would kill him. And he was mentally cataloging his most cherished possessions. And going through them, it was a short list. And the final one he thought about was his ring from VMI. And then he cursed that he couldn't remember where he had lost that. I bring that up for 2 reasons. One is to welcome you to the people that will spend the rest of your life worrying about losing your ring. It has woken me up on more than one occasion. So just one more thing to add to your anxieties in life. The other thing is to point out that the VMI ring is a United States military icon. It is a totem. Hemingway knew war and knew warriors, and he wrote about both. But the only time he ever gave a past that mattered to an American military officer was in that small reveal of the lost VMI ring. As far as I can tell, no one ever asked Hemingway why he made Colonel Catwell a VMI grad. But perhaps his choice speaks louder and is enough on its own. The VMI ring is a bond. It is a story. And it is a heritage passed on to those that come after you. It is identity. It is memory. It is every early morning run, every late night study session, every parade, inspection, or formation you stood. It is every time you thought about quitting, but didn't. It is who you were when many years ago you matriculated in this hall. and it is who you are today, ready to receive your ring. It is also a lifelong reminder that you are never alone. Wherever you go, you will run in to people who wear this ring. Graduates that will welcome you as Brother Rats and will always have your back. Years ahead, you will find this ring also carries a silent but powerful message. That you are a leader, that you are a person of character, and that you are someone who can be trusted to do what is right. That leads me to my main theme today, and it will continue to be at the heart of your personal relationships, your civilian and military careers, and your experience here at VMI. And that is the distinction between talent and trust. Talent is important. Everyone wants the best pilots, the quickest riflemen, the most agile thinkers. And here at VMI, your talents have already carried you far. You wouldn't be in front of me if you didn't have strength, intelligence, and grit. But talent alone is never enough. Talent is about the individual. Trust is about the team. When the pressure builds in combat and in life, it's trust, not talent, that will make the difference when everything is on the line. And that's why the rat line matters. When you first arrived in Lexington, no one cared how fast you could run or how many push-ups you could do, except for maybe your cadre corporals. No one cared about how many AP classes you took or how good you looked on paper. Everyone was reduced to the same level, rats. That wasn't cruelty, that was genius. You learned to lean on each other through the toughest days. You built bonds forged by trust. And those became the foundation of your class identity. The very strength you celebrate today as you receive your rings. Your ring symbolizes much more than individual achievement. It symbolizes your class, and you wear it not only for yourself, but for your brother rats that stood beside you, sweating and suffering, and who now stand as part of a great, unbroken chain that stretches back through generations of VMI graduates. I saw this truth firsthand. Every time we stepped off on a mission, I trusted the Marine to my left and to my right. Not because they were the most talented Marine in the Corps, but because I knew they would never quit, they would never leave me behind, and they would never put themselves ahead of their fellow Marine. The most gifted Marine in the world is useless if he can't be counted on. But a unit of ordinary Marines who are steady, dependable, strong, trained, and trustworthy. Those Marines have carried this country to victory, as history has shown over the last 250 years. For many of you, in about a year and a half, you will be in this hall again, raising your right hand. On that day, your commission will be read, and it will say that the President of the United States has special trust and confidence in you as a leader, as a person of character, and as someone worthy of the loyalty of others. Your ring symbolizes that as well. Not just achievement, but the trust your classmates, this institution, and soon your country will place in you. Thank you, class of 2027, for the honor of being here today to address you and taking part in this important milestone of your cadetship. VMI just doesn't graduate talented leaders. It graduates leaders who know that the true measure of a person is whether or not they can be trusted. Trusted to put the team before themselves, trusted to lead when it is hard, and trusted to follow when that is what's needed. So I'll leave you with this final thought. Talent will get you noticed, but it is trust that will make you a leader worth following. May you wear your rings with pride, live with honor, and always prove worthy of each other's trust. Congratulations. God bless you. Thank you, guests and parents, for being here and for raising such fine young Americans. And God bless the United States of America.
Major General Breyer, the class of 2027 in the VMI Museum thanks you for your advice and remarks you provided, and we'll be gifting you first edition of the first 100 years of VMI.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Lieutenant General Furness and Cadet Assad will officiate. Please hold all applause until the end. At this time, we will begin the presentation of the rings to the class of 2027. Cadets, prepare to receive your rings. Anson J. Abarca. Ebenezer O. Abebraze. Aurora V. Abramov. John Paul S. Adams. Isabella A. Aguilar Freaky. Tess D. Ahrens. Madeline P. Albert Day.
Phoenix L. Aaliyah. Evelyn G. Anderson. Augustine S. Arnaise. Lucienne L. Ashmore. Chase Aslett. Brennan T. Atkins. Aiden B. Babbage. Roy Bay. Dayton Bagwell. Hayden A. Barrett. Paige V. Becker. Ryan W. Beckman. Thomas A. Bell, Jr. Paul N. Belmont IV. Amari Benjamin. Owen R. Benning Cruz. Tyler L. Barish. Henry H. Burling, Jr. Stephen C. Bird. Donovan G. Blake. Jacob D. Blocker.
Trig S. Bloom. Luke M. Bornstein. Srijan P. Bose. Chase J. Butcher. Matthew C. Brinegar. Nathan B. Brinker. Adam C. Brinkley. Elijah S. Brooks. Colin J. Brown. Maximus A. Brunner. Seth A. Buchanan. Eufenwell John I. Buna. Brandon P. Byrne. Bryce D. Burnett. Logan S. Burnett. James R. Burns. Joseph T. Burton. Denizen O. Chakar. Barrett I. Calejo. Gardner A. Campbell.
Laura A. Canaday. Aiden Carmen. Quinn A. Carroll. Brandon J. Carucci. Isabel C. Casillas. Lucian P. Castellon. Samuel G. Castle. Batuhan Seaver. Brooks J. Chatlis. Abduhu S. Chaudhary. Riley N. Shervanka. Ellie G. Clancy. Gage J. Clark. Rafe M. Clendenin. Camden A. Clinton. William F. Cockrell, Jr. Ian J. Coker. Michael Collin. Nicholas E. Collins. Zachary M. Connerty. Liam S. Cook.
Finn G. Cook. Lucas X. Cosby. Caden D. Cox. Ryder C. Creel. Colin F. Crenshaw. Patrick J. Davey. Gianna M. DeChico. Jacob J. DeMarco. Alexander S. Dengu. Zachary A. Denton. Samuel M. Dickey. Thomas L. DeLoretto, Jr. Thomas K. Dines. Savannah L. Dixon. Caleb R. Donaghy. Eric L. Doran. Liam M. Doherty. Mitchell B. DeBooze. Connor S. Dufresne. Daniel J. Duke.
John D. Duncanbloom. Mercer L. Dunn V. Robert G. Dunn III. Daniel J. Dunning. Gabriel M. Duplessis. Luca P. Dorkowski. Garrett I. Eastwood. Lucas C. Edwards. Tanner D. Ellis. William Espinoza Morales. Jake M. Falcone. Joshua D. Fansler. Carla J. Feaster. Julian F. Feliciano. Brenton N. Fentress. Samuel E. Ferlazzo. Riley E. Fink. Thomas G. Finta. Sarah M. Fitzsimmons. Benjamin A. Fong. John T. Frank.
Morgan R. Frazier. John H. Garbett. Isaiah S. Glover. Travis D. Joff, Jr. William Gray. Isaiah M. Grievous. Reese R. Gillette. Isaac J. Gwynn. Tyler D. Hagan. Connor A. Haynes. Ethan M. Hamilton. Duke W. Hampton. Gracie L. Harlow. Samuel C. Hart. Parker G. Haynes. Owen C. Headley. Gabrielle R. Hedges. Alexander B. Heminger. Antonio Herrera Jacopuzzi. Adaryl Z. Height.
Garrett S. Holly. William L. Hollowell. Malik A. Holmes. Christopher D. Horan. Nathaniel C. Howerton. Olivia J. Hurd. Christian L. Hyman, Jr. Cole D. Ireland. John R. Izo. Sophia G. Jansen. Cody L. Jenkins. David R. Johnson. Tristan R. Johnson. Cameron Jones. Gavin T. Jones. Patrick G. Jordan. Michael W. Jorgensen. Craig Walter Kaltner. Da Key. Harry E. L. Keaton.
Michael H. Kelly. Tanner N. Kelly. Kyle A. Kemp. Hyun M. Kim. Joseph G. Kirkwood. Alejandra Nodler. Austin W. Knott. Daniel J. Cornelou. Jennifer G. Kamanji. Jonathan D. Crone. Andrew B. Kulak. Elia Curran. Ethan M. Kwok. Nicholas C. Land. Quinn P. Lehman. Anastasia L. Lee. Jesse C. Lee. Nathan M. Lotsky. Lucas V. Libertor. Mildred J. Lister.
Aslan B. Litton. Jun Shin Liu. Smita R. Lokeshwaran. Patrick W. Lowry. Dakota T. Lukes. Joshua P. Lyman. Benjamin G. Modell. Casey P. Magai. Louis W. Marangoni. Dominique O. Marble. Jordan J. Marchini. Juliana Bianca Marlong. Thomas J. Maxwell. Victor A. McBride. William C. McCallum. Ryan W. McCarthy. Jake R. McClure. Jackson E. McDonald. Aiden S. McDowell. Jason McKerney II. James C. McMahon.
Urin S. Mejia Caceres. Avery G. Melonshaw. August D. Melshow. Daniel J. Merck. Kanakpong Medisat. Hayden V. Milam. Jack W. Miller. William R. Miller. Raymond C. Moffitt IV. Gavin M. Monteith. Daniel Moon. Nathaniel C. Mooney. Jacob C. Moore. James W. Morris, Jr. Vance J. Murray. James P. Myers. Matthew R. Nafee. Kim Long H. Wynn. Matthew D. Nichols. Matthew J. Norman.
Matthew J. Novotny. Dylan J. O'Brien. Shane W. Oatgen. Brendan D. O'Neill. Jamie K. Palacio. Stephen C. Parkinson, Jr. Sebastian Parodi. Caitlin M. Patrick. Timothy D. Persons. Andrew K. Pfeiffer. Victor X. Pham. Hayden C. Phelps. Matthew C. Picard. Zachary A. Pirtle. Dylan P. Poley. Tristan P. Pruitt. Aiden J. Pazowski. Miles C. Putman. Cole A. Riley. Jagan W. Ratliff. Caitlin E. Redlinger.
Austin M. Reeder. Carter S. Reese. Aiden R. Reese. Connor J. Regis. Connor S. Reed. John E. Reed. Joseph T. Reynolds. Megan M. Riding. Alexander J. Riley. Owen R. Riley. Zachary L. Rivera. Stephen M. Riveros. Pedro L. Robertson. Santiago Rocha. Connor J. Roach. Wayne T. Roll. Jacob H. Rose. Hans J. Ryerson. Marissa A. Salisbury. Hunter J. Salomon.
Thomas A. Sasso Jr. Joshua E. Schindler. Toby Schofstall. Franklin T. Schulhofer. Tristan S. Shutter. Adam Key Surface. Mahmoud B. Sise. Shank. Honest D. Shin. Colton T. Shirk. Ben J. Shrewsbury. Jillian E. Sisk. Abuth S. Sista. William H. Sloan. River E. Smith. Xavius E. Smith. Justin H. Spiegel. Jonah P. Sporletter. Joshua Isaac Stacy. Benjamin W. Stefani.
Meade Stiff the Fourth. John T. Stotler. Tristan J. Strathy. Jackson C. Shrout. George Q. Sullivan. Javion C. Somerville. Caleb N. Swanson. Hayden A. Talbot. Molly C. Tavner. Landon C. Taylor. Travis M. Thurl. Cameron A. Thomas. Ronnie C. Thompson III. Jacob B. Thorpe. Alec J. Tiller. Eva V. Torres. Colin J. Tortorelli. David W. Townsend. Margaret H. Townsend. Adam J. Trongard.
Kyle D. Troutman. Nam D. Trong. Lane M. Tucker. Martha Tumakirze. Darian E. Tweedell. Sean K. Upshaw. Samantha D. Ushhold. Jesse W. Vaughn. Andy Wang. E. Wang. Z. Wang. Emily M. Ward. Alden R. Watts. Jack D. Webb. Noah Z. Webb. Brooklyn L. Webster. Nuthanan Pop Weerapong. Walden Wilder. Elijah K. Williams. Nolan R. Williamson. Chandler R. Wilson.
Jonathan I. Winter. Chason D. Wolf. Aiden C. Wood. Tristan N. Woodley. Jeremiah R. Woods. Chloe I. Woody. Gregory P. Woolwine, Jr. Curran M. Workman. Rex A. Wyrick, Jr. Ty M. Jonas. William A. Young. Lucas F. Zarella. Fangyu Shuo. Chairman Mohammed M. Zingane Niyazabadi. Treasurer Syed Ishan Shah. Historian Caleb Chandler. Vice President Pearson M. Reed. President Matthew D. Assad.
Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for the class of 2027.
Okay. Brother Rats, since the 19th of August, 2023, we have heard of the hallowed ring, that piece of metal and stone adorned on every alumnus, a cherished hunk that has hit with the first wave the beaches of Normandy, patrolled the jungles of Vietnam, and conducted route clearance in the deserts of the War on Terror. To some less prestigious institutions, the ring is simply good enough. You've made it doing the bare minimum, and now you'll just get to exist within the systems set before you, get your degree, and forget this ever even happens. At VMI, the slogan, "Don't do ordinary," enshrined in just about every piece of marketing and literature, speaks to what it really means to have that ring. A testament to the skill, drive, and ferocity required of a cadet to achieve just what we all have achieved in becoming a better person, a better leader, and a better driver of America's future. The future leaders of America, now shaped by their years at VMI, now sit in this room, wearing the symbol that defines a VMI cadet, a symbol of everything we hold close and dear within these hallowed halls. Honor before self, death before dishonor. I will not lie, cheat, or steal, nor tolerate those who do, so help me God. These rings symbolize the newest mantle of responsibility entrusted to our class, and as we take that first leap out of the parachute door toward our rendezvous with destiny, to a drop zone approaching much quicker than any of us thinks. Generals sit in this room. Presidents sit in this room. Corporate warriors and the leaders of tomorrow's industry sit in this room. We are VMI. We are the class of 2027, and we accept this mantle given to us. We accept what these rings mean to our future and the future of VMI. In rising to the occasion given to us by these rings and striving for absolute excellence in everything we do, we have achieved greatness, but our greatest feats are only yet to come. Brother Rats, I congratulate you all for what we have all accomplished in meeting here today. God bless VMI, and God bless 27.
I will now ask the class of 2027 to prepare to enter into the brotherhood, give old yells, and sing the spirit and doxology.
Brother Rats, are you ready? Let's go! Roll Virginia now! Raw, raw, raw! Raw, raw, VMI! 27, 27, 27! Ah!
Class of 2027, attention! I ask that you now form the figure. There's tape on the floor. Please face the crowd and stand on the tape. Outward, face. Forward march.
Now please join me in an old yell. Brother Rats, are you ready? Let's go!
Rah, rah, VMI, 27, 27, 27, ah!
Please remain standing for the departure of the stage party. Thank you everyone for coming to today's ceremony. At 15:30 hours, there will be a ring blessing ceremony in Memorial Hall, and all are invited to attend. This concludes the ring presentation ceremony. Class of 2027 dismissed.